Paying overpriced for a pair of shoes is not the theme of this channel. Over the last couple of months, I've been buying shoes only to find them cheaper later on. So today, I'm taking back a pair of shoes that I purchased months back that I know is cheaper elsewhere. So we can see if we can find anything of value to return these pair of shoes for. These are the Air Max 90 size 10. Where are they? They're $65. I ain't mad at it. And you get an additional 30% off, so that's like under 50 beans. They got the fall paper 90s, 65 as well, size 10. A LeBron 21s, these are 110. That's floppy. And they got tons of 97s. So you got this mustard color, size 8 for 93. Then you got this royal blue and black. 105. Then you got this gum bottom, size 8.5 for 93. Oh, let's not mention this pink colorway, 93 as well. And every pair of shoes I've shown is additional 30% off. We found some mids. This is 63, size 11. More 97s, 88. The materials. This is a Spencer shoe. It's a $200 shoe for 100, size 11. That's not bad. That's not bad. And you're getting 30 off of it. That's definitely affordable because that shoe is whoppy. More mids, size 11. 312s are the 2 1/3s. They're the 2 1/3s, 2 1/3, size 11. Going for 80. Guys, there's no shortage of mids in the building, size 10.5. And it's going for 75 beans with 30% off. If you're into Air Jordan 1s, this is the perfect time to cop. If you're into Air Jordan 1 mids, pull up to the refurbished section. They got tons of them on sale. As far as basketball, they got the Ja 1s. These are 60 with 30 off. Flight 95s, I call them the Jason Kicks, 80 beans. Below that, they got some cross trainers, and these cross trainers are super comfortable. They're hitting for 65. The Giannis, these the 4s, I believe. Yep, size 11.5, $78. And to the right of that, we got some Dunk mids for 63, size 11.5 with 30 off. I'm thinking of returning my Dunks for those Dunks because these are super cheap, super cheap. I do see a defect, a flaw. Yeah, that's grimy. What the outsole look like? Outsole look pristine. Looks pristine. Guys, this is all on the refurbished section. I haven't checked the aisles yet. Air Forces, size 13, $81. Jordan 2, black cements, 88, size 14, and you get an additional 30% off. I think that ended up being cheaper than what I paid for my pair. I ain't mad at that. 312s, these are 73. Air Force 1, size 13, 95. 95 or 96? $96. Air Max Plus, of course I had to drop. $105. There you go. So sick and tired dropping shoes. Where are these? No good. But they're $50 though. They got some other Dunks. These are size 11.5. They're $58. Way cheaper than what I paid for mine. But I'm not fancy about that color. Thus far, we haven't found anything comparable to swap this pair out. So now we're in the back wall. I did find some Jordan 38 Chicago's, but still 200. I bought this shoe for $50. Well, at least a homie did for me. But they're size 10. We got the KDs. We got the muscly yellow Air Force 1 here for 100. And every shoe I'm showing you guys is 30% off. And we found these are 109.97 with 30 off. And what's crazy is I found these shoes a lot cheaper. I want to say $60 with 30% off. They didn't have my size, so I'm curious to see if they got my size here. And they do not. However, if they did, I would have bought the pair from the cheapest location, which is Winter Garden. I would buy from there, return them here, swap them out. That's just a pro tip for those who's looking for this shoe and want to pay the cheapest. But it's shocking to see that this shoe is still at retail $200. We're in the foot traffic sites and other factory stores. We got them 50 and below. And I know because I got a pair for that amount. Guys, it's looking very slim. I'm getting to the tail end of my size 12. I'm not finding nothing crazy. These are $24, and that's cheap. You got the Adjust all white and black, 170. You got some Zion 3s. These are hitting for 140. That's retail. If you want that cheaper, you gotta hit the clearance stores, Nike clearance stores to be exact. And I believe these are extended sizes over here, which is gonna do me no good. 109 for those. You got the Witness, which I think is gonna be overpriced. $80 for those. More Witness, more 90s, and that's it. Now, I don't ever remember or recall seeing refurbished for kids. Maybe it's something I've seen and just ignored, but this is crazy that they have refurbished shoes for the youth. And I have seen some good pairs, like these Silver Metallics 97s, GS 5Y, 80 beans, but you get 30 off of it. Some Air Force 1s, Scottie Pippins, more up tempos. I mean, you got the comfy walkers, you got the Prestos, and of course, and they got a slew of Huaraches, so they're all the same price, 45 for that, 45 for that. Oh, they even got the 2/3, the 60, not bad. And the same thing applies, you get the additional 30% off. And there's bigger sizes over here. Fortunately, these wheat don't count. At 160, that's priced 70 for these black cement 2s. And you got the 160 for these 3s. I mean, for kids, Jordan's sitting everywhere. If you go to the Foot Traffic sites, you'll see Jordans there as well. I would argue that there's more kid Jordans than adult pairs widely available. Now, these 3s, if they came back in adults below 100, maybe I'll cop again a second pair. I don't foresee this shoe releasing no time soon. Damn, look at the price for kids though, 160. That's pricey. That's adult pricing. That's not on sale. Wow, I haven't noticed how many infrared 7s they got. These are going for 150. It's a slew of them. Guys, I'm looking high and low and I cannot find any shoe to replace the shoes I came to return. They got the Jordan 9 Golf, black and white. I'm not mad at this colorway. Only one size, damn. The golf shoes is $230, that's pricey. They got some dunks and they got the artisanal team reds, but what's the original retail for these? We don't know, but it's additional 30% off. These are dope. I like these. The shadow satins are dope. We're giving an additional 30% off. They're $129, so you're getting them below 100. It's $129 with 30 off, so it's like under $100. And they got the...
Oh, but this is the only size they have?
Yeah, it's probably the only size. Yeah, that's what sucks. The dude got the Olympic 6s in the building, and these are hitting for 200. What's up? Yeah, I'm good. And speaking of these, I actually got a pair on feet. I got the Air Jordan 1 Shadows. I think from 2016 and 2017 pair, the leather versions. Clean. Jason kids are still in the aisles. They're 65 for an additional 30% off. The Drakes are finally on sale for 100 with 30. Now that's a drastic decline. I think they retail for 200, but then I ain't mad at the price, but still won't rock it. I feel like it doesn't look like it's gonna be a comfortable shoe. I mean, you're literally buying it because of Drake. Oh, look, some Attack 74 with 30. Apparently people are buying these shoes. I just don't know a lot of them, but they do sell. 75 for 30. These are 85 for 30. This is a light Curry's. Now I'm not gonna swap my pair out for this, but these are affordable. Again, still cheaper than what I paid. So here's the reason why I'm returning this. Those Dunk Lows were originally $125. Now Nike.com is offering with additional 30% off, which brought the total down to 86. But then if you use Jumpman 25, you get additional 25% off, and I believe it brings it down to like $64.50. It's called 65. That's still cheaper than what I paid. Even if you add the sales tax here, it's still gonna be below 70. Oregon has no sales tax, and I think I paid $70 out the door. And like most shoes in my collection, they probably won't see no light of day. Why should I hold on to a shoe that I'm really not gonna wear, where I can take that money and put it towards a potential purchase? And that's why we're here today. But to be fair, nothing is really catching my eye. I mean, they got a whole bunch of Jordan news. Now, to be fair, I did find this a year and a half ago. They make the Jason Tatum version of this, and it still wasn't selling. Eventually, they sold it out, but it wasn't my cup of tea. These remind me of the center courts. And to the left of that, you do got the 312. These are legacies. They're 60 with 30% off. And ironically, this is the store where I purchased my breads. And I think I paid like $40 for them, and I think that's what this is going to be. Yep, around 40. I'm just not finding anything interesting. The LeBron X for $104.99. Now this has dropped cheaper, to be honest with you. It used to be like $150, but even at that price, it's not something I will purchase. All right, so now we're in the Jordan sections, the Air Jordan 1 section, and I'm gonna show you why it's called the Air Jordan 1 section. You got the gold metallics, the him for $100. I think that's a phenomenal price. That's within my price range. Now they do got the most recent release Air Jordan 1s, which are the Midnight Navy, and I actually want this pair. This shoe actually surprised me when I first saw it. I was like, yo, it's actually dope. Oh, excuse me. Because I didn't expect it to be that good of a shoe, but I like the colorway, and I am considering getting it. Now, $119 is not a bad price. Could it be cheaper? I'm hearing rumors that it may be. I do believe I can get this under $100, so I may hold out for this particular shoe. To be honest, there's nothing wrong with this shoe. Outside the fact that shoes are not selling out, they're eventually gonna drop lower and lower, and then that's where I come in and purchase, or you guys come in and purchase. And what I don't like are these are the mobs. And I can't believe this is the most priced Jordan 1s of all the Jordans I'm about to show you. There's no reason why this should be 140. The Nike clearance stores have them for 80. I know, I just dropped a video showing that this shoe is literally half off at the clearance store. If this was like a 70 with 30 off, maybe I have it for the collection purposes only, but not something I would rock. I say that now, but that shoe may just grow on me, who knows? And here's a shoe I did not expect to see here in the outlet. I have told you guys, I don't even think these shoes made to the outlet, but I'm wrong. This is the first sighting of the Air Jordan 1 black and white in a full-size run at any factory store I have been to all year. Now, there's nothing crazy about this shoe. I just thought that Nike probably made less of this than all the other shoes. Apparently, I think they made abundance of these, and I believe this shoe came out in 2023. This one came out in 2024, along with the rest of those. And seeing these shoes drop in the outlet shortly after their release, not impossible. But this shoe just appeared, at least in my vision, in my area, for $109. That's not bad. But what took it so long? Nike, you holding back shoes on us, man? Maybe you made them in a small amount and you didn't have enough to disperse throughout the whole entire fleet of stores you have, but it's good to see. And then they got the Python 2 lows for 90 beans. Not a fan of it. And then you got the Green Glow 3s, which is $109, which is fairly cheap because this used to be a $200 shoe, dropped to $169, but it's dropping lower and lower. And they got multiple size, bigger size, my size, size 12. Don't get me wrong, I have seen this shoe on a lot of people's feet, despite me talking crazy about them. I don't care for them, but other people do like them. And I think that's it for all the J's. I mean, you get slides throughout the rest of the aisle, and this slide is different. The Burrows, $44 for it. It's a different variant of it. Khaki, maybe, tan. Moon Fusion, I think that's what he's calling it. Here we go. First sign of it, SB. And to people's point, I actually kind of like the SBs because they told me the tongue is fatter, it's more cushioning, different colors, the material's better, puffy swoosh both on the medial and lateral sides. I mean, I also have to come out of pocket if I decide to purchase this. The colors is cool, it's toned down. I think it's like a coral colorway, a little bit of coral, I don't even know what color you want to call this. So they're calling this amber brown and guava ice. And the box is different too. And you get a cool box, I ain't mad at it. But it gotta be lower for me to cop. And there's probably tons of better colorways to choose from. The Origin 270, the Lucky Green 140. Why did the price went back up on those? And why is this shoe underneath a whole bunch of Air Jordan 1s? I don't think this is an Air Jordan 1. I know. Oh shoot, it is. Yo, at a glance, it looked like an Air Force 1 low. Is that glow in the dark? I think it is. Do you glow? Shine a light on it. Is it glowing? Maybe, a little bit? I ain't gonna lie, this shoe threw me all the way off. It is an Air Jordan 1. That outsole, yeah, that threw me off. And before I get out of here, you wanna know what's unique about these Air Jordan 1s? You got $100, then it went to $110, then it went to $120, then it went to $140. Hopefully this dropped below $100, and so does this. It's still got more dunks in here, $115 for it. And they got these acronym Blazer lows, which has not moved since the king. These got a permanent residence here in the outlet, yo. And I remember them being a lot cheaper than $74.97. And the women also have J's. They got the Crystal Mink for $80. They got the Shy to NYC for $100. They got the white metallic gold joints for $100. It's not a bad price if they had extended sizes. Because the biggest size I have found is a size 12. So that translates to like a 10.5 mid. Are these Jordans? Nah, Panda mids, 130. And they got the low for $115. This is super cheap. Gold metallics for $50 with additional 30% off, size 6.5. That's crazy. Apparently this is not a fluke. There's multiple sizes, 7.5, 7.5, same price. And you can apply that 30 onto it. It's ended up being $34. And I found bigger sizes, 8.5 women. Damn, they got more J's up here. Oh, but they're $119 though. That pink colorway. What's crazy is we found these in the hash for like $130. However, you want the box, they got them here for $160 with additional 30% off. Now this is a $200 shoe, as you can see, suggested retail, very pricey. And they got the essentials. They got the Air Force One. They call these the Uptowns, and they got 2 rows of them. And they also got the Downtowns for $115. And guys, I did not find any shoe I could return this shoe for. With exception of the Air Jordan 1 for $190, but I have to come out of pocket more money. So I'm just gonna return it and take my L and just visit another store. And it's a wrap. Guys, I did not find a pair of shoes I wanted. However, I was able to return those dunks. And I did not buy anything. Was not my intention. I thought I would leave here with something. There's a lot of options to choose from, but nothing really like I really wanted. Plus, I had plans to visit one other store after this. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it was entertaining. We did see some Jordan 1s. We saw them below retail, way below retail. I got my eyes on a few. Black Friday's coming up, so hopefully I'm able to obtain them before or during. Anyways, see y'all in the next building. Peace.